All right, you guys, today is an exciting day because we are finally doing our flooring. So we are super excited. Ignore my hair. It's like, quarantine hair. Plus it's like out of my face so we can work on our flooring. But yeah, we saw a really great deal online at Lumber Liquidators. So we ordered it online, did curbside pickup, which was really fast and easy. They literally just came, unloaded it into our trunk. And then we stopped by Home Depot and got like a few things that we just needed, the tools that we need to do our flooring. But yeah, we got like luxury vinyl plank flooring, and then we are going to DIY the floors ourselves. It will be our first time doing this. We are not professionals, but I think it's gonna go great. This is our trunk filled to the brim with flooring, which he is unloading right now, but this is the flooring that we got. Our poor car is like super sunk down, so we're getting that loaded out right now and storing it inside. So, because it needs to be at room temperature. And then we have this workbench that we'll be using to help like cut stuff.
So we're just starting off by removing all of the furniture from the area, and then we are taking out all of the carpet and the padding and tack strips. So when we began installing the flooring, we started by using the standard tapping block method to click the flooring in place, but that wasn't really working, and our manufacturer instructions that came with the box said that they would just click into place like by hand and not to use the tapping block, and we found that that was the way that the flooring actually worked for the most part. So that's what we were doing. We're just putting them in by hand using the interlocking mechanism that comes on the board. And we developed a really good system of me actually clicking in and locking the boards into place. And then he would come and measure the last block to fit the correct sizing. Vinyl flooring is really cool to install because you can literally just use the knife to score the board and then snap it and just cut off the excess like we're doing here to cut the pieces to size. So it's pretty simple.
All right, hey there, YouTube family, it's day 2, and we're going to get to work. I'm not sure if I showed you what progress we made yesterday, but I'll show you that and what we are about to get started with. After day 1, we got that whole side of the living room done, but we stopped short of the kitchen area. so that we can start to demolish the tile and stuff over here. So we are going to start doing that. So he is removing the tack strips over there from the carpet. And then the tile that was in the kitchen and that's like in there and in the downstairs bathroom is hard to get off. Well, like he's able to get the tile off, but there's this like under stuff that they used to stick the tile. So we have to rent a tool from Home Depot that like helps. It's like a hammer drill with an attachment to like help get that up, so that we can continue on actually placing the floor. Okay, so we are basically stuck right now. Yeah, so removing the tile was easy. Removing the thinset that they use to like glue down the tile to the floor, not so much. So I think I might have said this before. I don't even know. Everything's like blending together. Patricio was like trying to remove that thinset, and he spent like 6 hours removing it until we went to bed that night, super frustrated. He was in a lot of pain, and we just kind of decided, yeah, no, like this is too much for us to be doing ourselves, trying to remove the thinset. So we contacted someone. We found a floor demo removal place, and the guy's supposed to be coming tomorrow. So Friday was the like last day that we like were trying this, and then so we've been waiting Saturday and Sunday because they're not open until Monday. So we've had a 2-day break, I guess you could say, 2-day delay, and he's coming tomorrow morning, Monday at 8 a.m. To remove the thinset. So I'll just show y'all real quick what we are working with now. Okay, so if you look here, you will see that this is what Patricio did, removing the thinset. You can see, I mean, it might not look like much, but he actually got it pretty decently smooth. It still might not be all the way like ground down, but it's pretty smooth. And I'll show you different comparisons. Now compare that to this. This is when he went over a couple of passes. And then that's the thinset with no, like nothing done to it. And like, you know, the tiredom. And yeah, this is where the fridge was. This is how thick this thinset is. So here's a good comparison. This, where he worked for 5 hours trying to get it smooth, and it still didn't come up all the way smooth. Compare that to this, that hasn't been done at all. You guys see that? It's insane how thick this stuff is. It's like literally a good ½ an inch thick. So all the tile is removed, and we're going to have the guy come in tomorrow morning. We even removed the toilet and our sink so that we can like do a really good, nice professional job with removing everything and then putting in the new wood and have it look like super professional. So let's get going for tomorrow. All right, you guys. Well, good Monday morning. It is like 9:15 a.m. and the dudes, the guys who we hired to come and finish or like get rid of all the thin set just left. They're supposed to be here at 8, but they were actually early. They arrived at like 7:45, and it took them only like an hour and 15 minutes to get up all of this thin set. So I'll show you what it looks like, and they did an amazing job. Like seriously, just hire a floor demolition person to get rid of all of that thin set because, yeah, let me show you. Look, it's all gone, nice and flat. Show you the bathroom. All gone, nice and flat and ready for the wood. And lastly, the kitchen. Again, nice, flat, and ready to go. They got it all. If you're in Vegas and you need a floor demolition person, I will link this company in the description for you guys. And now we need to clean up. There is dust everywhere. That's gonna happen. Like there's dust literally everywhere on every surface, even upstairs. So we are going to, just get in here, wipe everything down, maybe 3 times. And then we're gonna continue with the flooring. I am ready. It has been like 3 days since we've laid any flooring. My body is rested. I don't feel sore anymore. So I am ready to tackle this day and just put as much flooring down in the next however many hours as possible. So let's see how much we can get done.
So when we got to a piece that's like this, where you have to go around a corner or an edge, we did actually kind of take a measurement for where the box needed to be cut, and then we would use our saw in the garage to make the cut.
All right, and I think we are going to call it for day 5. I think it's day 5. Day 6, never mind, day 6. I think we're gonna call it here. We are covered in dirt and dust. So we've got like curved stairs. So what we're doing when we have to get around like an interesting angle, like a curve like this, is you just do a little drawing. So you take a piece of like scrap paper, a longish piece, and you like curve it under the stair or whatever you're doing, under the curve, and get it like flat. And I'm putting it against the wood piece, so like exactly where a board would go, so that we don't have to like cut anything else. And then you just trace an outline right under there. Get your pencil all the way up against that stair. And I'm just tracing the outline. Keep pushing the paper against there. All the way down. Just shade. There you go. And then that is your outline drawing for your stair. And then if you cut right on there, it should fit under the stair so that the rest of the carpet can hide it. Okay, and now you just want to put your diagram over your board. And again, you want to line it up right on the little connector, your clip part 2. And you're just going to draw it on the board. So I just like poke holes. I just try to poke holes as I go. There you go. There you go. So you want to like manage to poke a hole so that you can actually trace. There you go. Once the paper starts tearing, it's easier. You just want to follow your line, cutting the paper. Going. Till you reach the end of your board. And there you go, you've got your line. That's the cut that you're gonna make to fit under the stairs. Okay, end of day 7 or whatever day this is. We are almost done. I really thought we were gonna be done today, but there were so many doorways and like that created all these like weird little cuts that we had to make. So that has just been super annoying, but luckily we almost have done all of the doorways now. There's only like 2 or 3 more cuts that are going to be made or need to be made around the doors. Welcome to day 8. So we just came back from Sherwin-Williams and I have been painting the quarter round moldings that are gonna go around all of the existing molding because we didn't take off the existing molding around the house. So we're just going to put the quarter rounds on top of the wood floors to cover the gaps. So I've just been painting them because they came white, but it's not the same white as our trim. So that is what I've been doing, and I'll show you now. So I've just been here in one of the closets that we still haven't done flooring in, and I have just been painting our crown molding so it matches our trim color. So you can see like this is how they come compared to this color. So you can see the difference right there. And this is the paint that we are using, which is our trim color. And then here I'm just showing you how we ended up figuring out if you actually flip the board upside down, you can just use the straight edge directly without having to use a measuring tape, because you can just line up where the board would be and cut that spot, and then when you flip the board back around, it will be the perfect size. And this is how we handled the toilet. We ended up just doing a square around the toilet area, which wasn't quite accurate, but we ended up fixing it and it ended up being okay. But to do that, I just sort of took measurements like how far the board was from the toilet, because we were gonna have to use 2 boards to go around the toilet. And then I just measured the distance from the wall to the hole in the toilet, and then I also ended up measuring
the distance of just the toilet hole itself, the diameter of it, and I took all of those measurements and I just plotted those on the board, and then I connected the dots to form like a little mini square. And then I do end up doing the exact same thing on the opposite side, and then whenever I needed to indicate which part we were getting rid of, I would just draw some X's on the board to help Patricio understand which part we needed and which part we didn't need. And then the best thing to do when you have to draw a long line on the board is just to use another board as a straight edge. That way you can just make as long of a line as you need to without having to worry about trying to move your straight edge or anything like that. So that's what we always did. And then voila, nicely around the toilet.
And we're like a box short, maybe 2 boxes, but it's probably just a box, but we'll probably order 2 more boxes just in case. But I'll show you, literally, we were like so close to done, but we ran out. I'll show you guys really quick. So we just had this tiny little sliver in the bathroom. Just about 4 more rows in the office. And then just this in here in this little closet. Just this little like sliver. And that is it. All right, you guys, welcome to day 9. So we just got back from running all around. We went to Lumber Liquidators, 2 of them, to get the molding and the rest of the flooring that we need. We also went to Home Depot and we got a nail gun, some nails and everything, and some caulking to finish up. Side note, we also stopped by the Marriage License Bureau and got our marriage license. So for those of you who've been following along on that journey, that opened back up, so we got our license. We're still not actually married, but we have the license for when we are able to finally do our wedding ceremony. So at least that's something, I guess. But yeah, let's get into it. I've already started nailing on the 1/4 round molding to the wall, and I'll show you a little bit of that. We're just lining it up. Some of the ends we end up cutting at a 45-degree angle. So like when you get to a corner, you cut both at like 45 so that they kind of match together, and then you just caulk it to like seal it in. But then we picked up this nail gun from Home Depot. We just got some, they're called like 1 1/4 inch 18 gauge nails or something like that. I'll link everything down in the description. But then just go through and like line everything up, and then you use this finicky thing to nail everything in. And you're supposed to go about like 8 to 12 inches in between each nail. And just nail it in to the baseboard. You have to make sure that you like do it at a bit of an angle, because you're supposed to nail directly into the baseboard and not into your flooring. And then afterwards, you just go in with a little bit of caulking to seal everything up, and you're good to go. Last step is caulking! The caulking was pretty easy. We're just using white caulk inside of a caulk gun to caulk between the trim and the existing molding. And then I'm just doing a little touch up with the paint that I showed earlier to finish covering any holes and scratches. All right, everybody. Well, I do hope that you enjoyed this video. That was a crazy process, a little bit harder, took a little bit longer than we thought it would, but we're so happy and satisfied with the final product. I think you guys will agree that the house looks way better, way nicer than before, and it's gonna be perfect dealing with our pets and for when we eventually put a pool in our backyard because the flooring is waterproof. So we're just really excited and happy to kind of give you some numbers. This whole project, including the floors, all the tools, and everything that we bought, in total cost us around $2,000. Which is way better. That's way cheaper doing it yourself than if we would have like purchased flooring from somewhere that wasn't on sale. Like we were gonna get this flooring from Home Depot for like $3,000, and then to have someone install it was like another $2 or $3,000 at least. So that would have already been like triple what we just spent on this. And if we had done the flooring through the builder when we had the home built, that was going to be $18,600. So huge cost savings, super happy, love the flooring. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Let me know if you have literally any questions about any of this process. Be happy to answer them for you. And give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Oh, and by the way, this is during the quarantine still. So whenever we went out to the store, we were doing curbside pickup, just in case you guys are wondering, because we did go to the store a lot, but we ordered it online and did pickup. All right, you guys, so thumbs up this video. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And if you would like to receive notifications for whenever I post a video, please do not forget to hit that bell icon.